right now, as a matter of fact, as my reminder. We're recording this so that if you don't jot everything down, that there will not be a test at the end of this. So we're actually going to give you a cheat sheet. We're going to give you a Cliff Notes version. This webinar will be available. It'll actually be available on your dashboard of your website, the back end, which we're going to show you today. And so what I like to do during these trainings is we'll take about 30 minutes of me just kind of giving an overview tour. This training is what I call the fundamental training. This is just kind of the core features of our software, showing you around. We won't get into any of the extreme things like blogging or social media management. That can come at additional webinars. What we want to do is get everyone's feet wet and comfortable with their website. So that's what this is going to be today. So if you're looking for additional things that I don't cover, you can email me after this, or or you can stay. Next week or two, we'll have another training. So when I get that worked out with corporate, we'll have another round of kind of the next phase, the next stage. So just so you know, corporate is working tirelessly. Every day I'm getting requests on, can we do this, can we add that. So they're doing a great job letting us know what is important to you, and we are getting them scheduled as quickly as we can. And just want you guys to understand and realize that you are valuable to us. We do hear you. If there's features that you want, we're going to try and address each and every one in some reasonable manner. So I just want to get that out there. Okay, so first and foremost, I know everybody can see my screen. By the way, I'm following along. This is how narcissistic I am. I am watching my own webinar on another computer in my office, just in case there's a time lag. I don't want to get too far ahead with talking about a slide that you guys don't see yet. So I'm going to kind of be peeking over at my other screen just to make sure you're seeing what I'm seeing as a presenter. And then also I'm logged in as corporate for a reason that will show you. I'm logged in as corporate on another computer, so I can go approve some things during this time. So just in case if you hear me ask you to talk amongst yourselves, that's because I'm going to the other computer just to get everything switched over. All right. So anyways, welcome. This is your hopefully something that you're going to be very familiar with. This is the landing page, the home page of the server that your website is hosted on. By the way, every franchisee has their own individual website, their own dedicated website. There is a corporate one, obviously, but then there is an individual one. And I know you're aware of that. And this is how you get into your personal website. This will get you into yours. So you're going to go to this URL here, sodium.elementslocal.com. If you see that, sodium.elementslocal.com. That's where you're going to go to log in. And when you do that, you're going to get to this screen right here, where you're going to log in. And you have a username and password. I know a lot of times those are not given out until training is finished, until you've gone through a first round of training. So if you have yet to get your username and password, you are not forgotten or unloved. It's just because we were hoping to get you to this training first, so that you knew what you were looking at when you got in there. So, but if you do have your username and password at this point, what you do is you come in here, obviously, to username, and you're going to put that in, your password that you've got, and you're going to hit this big blue button to log in. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do that right now, and then I'm going to show you a couple things as we get into the dashboard here. All right, so I see the dashboard has come up. This is something that will be familiar to you. The dashboard has sections. I like to compare a website to a city. And within a city, there are certain neighborhoods. And even in neighborhoods, there are blocks, streets on that neighborhood. And so what I'm going to do today is show you around your city, around your website, and show you the different neighborhoods in your city. You can call me Mr. Rogers or whatever you want to call me. But these are all neighborhoods in your city. In fact, I want to go to I'm going to refer to this part as the back end of your website. Okay, this is the back end. And when we go to the actual website itself and see the live version, as I'm going to do right here. This is the front end. So if you hear me just using that jargon, this is what I mean. Front end is your live website, what customers see, what potential customers may see, what you see when you go out there. Okay, so this is the front end. I see it's loading. There we go. And then the back end is right back here. Okay, so these are these are the neighborhoods that we're going to show you today of this city. You've got your website right here. We're going to talk about that probably second. So we'll talk about that in just one moment. And then I'm going to bring you, I'm going to really start off under this area over here called your profile. This is probably the most important area for you guys right now at this stage. So I want to make sure that everybody is aware of this. And then the leads manager neighborhood, kind of this leads up here is in conjunction with this leads manager right here. So I'm going to show you these three areas: your profile, your website, and leads manager, and what that means for you, what exactly that's all about. So first and foremost, you can always find your URL right here. Okay, that's your website. That's how you know. There is some discussion about switching domain names to a more SEO friendly domain name. Right now, these are feeding off the Koko Fit Club corporate site, but we are working to get some SEO friendly. In other words, when potential customers are searching for a place to work out, rarely do they search brand name, not just for Koko Fit Club or any industry. Rarely do you search for uh, brand names when you're looking for a haircut. You're looking for a haircut. You're not looking for sport clips, or you're not looking for supercuts. And so when SEO friendly URLs are important, so that when people are typing in into the search box of Google, it comes up with something that's relevant. So you'll see a shift in the next couple of weeks to a more SEO friendly URL, while also maintaining, we call these, what you can keep these kind of URLs, needham.cocofitclub.com. We call those vanity URLs, because what you can do is you can keep those for business cards, for mailers, for whatever you want, and you can have them forward to the SEO friendly one. Okay, so that's just a side note that that's going to be happening here in the next couple of weeks as corporate and we decide exactly what direction to take. Okay, so the first thing I like to show on a webinar for your first time in is I like to show people how to go in and how to add users. Right now, you're given one default username and password, but you can actually add as many users as you'd like. If you are married and you would like your spouse to help you manage the website, or you have a manager, or you have an employee or a marketing department that you would like to give access to, it's real easy. You just come up to admin. You see this admin up here in the upper left hand corner, that admin, that little purple area, and you go to preferences. And you can see right now, this account has two users, myself and then the franchisee, the business owner. So I'm going to show you three things. I'm going to show you, one, how to add a user, one, how to change a password or a username in case you ever want to do that, and then the third thing I'm going to show you is how to remove, to delete somebody. Your manager moves on and you don't want to give them access, or you change marketing firms, and so you want to give a new marketing person and take the old marketing person away. So first of all, to add a new user, pretty self-explanatory, but let me go through it. You click this add new user button right here. You click that, and it's going to bring you up to a screen. All of these are required fields. First, last, first name, last name. Your username must be an email address, and it must be an email address in case you ever forget your password. That way we can send you your password to that username email address. Okay, so username must be an email address. Then you're going to put in confirm password, confirm password. This access level, this isn't modifiable. This is us reassuring you that you are normal. That's why we have this on here. You are normal user. To just in case anybody's ever told you anything else. You're normal. You're accepted. We love you as elements. So that's why we have this normal reassuring button right here. You don't have to do anything with that. So first name, last name, username, password, and confirm password, and then you'll hit that big green save button right there, and you will save it, and you will have a new user. Okay, I'm not going to add a new user right now. But let's go to, now that you know how to add a new user, how do you change, like this guy right here, poor guy. Look at, he's got that kind of a name over here. He's got this email address right here. His password's kind of funky. I remember setting it. So if he wants to change his password, you got to click, excuse me, I clicked the wrong one. You got to click name, okay? Right here, the Koko admin, the L1726. Click that name. And you have a first name up here. So if I really wanted to change that to something like, Adam, I could change that. Username, if I wanted to change it, I would change it here. Password, I would just make sure if you ever change the password, you're going to have to also change the confirm password. And then you hit save, that big green save button again, and that will save the information. I'm not going to do that right now, just in case he had really liked the first name that he was given. Okay. So that's how you change anything. If you're given a username and password that you do not care for, or you have one that's more easily rememberable, then you can just come in here the very first time you log in, and you can change this and hit save, and it'll your preferences will be saved. Okay. So that's how you add a user. That's how you modify a user. Lastly, you're sick of this guy giving webinars and using your account for his webinars, so you want to delete them. You just come over to the checkbox where it says delete, and then you hit the red X delete button, and that will instantly remove the person from having access to your account. Okay, so those are the three areas: how to add a user, how to modify a user, how to delete a user. That I like franchisees' very first thing to be able to get in there and be able to go see that stuff. So just make sure when you do get your username and password, do me a favor, make sure you go in there. And if you want to add anybody, do that while it's fresh in your mind. I like to encourage people just to go ahead and get that done, because that definitely helps. All right. Okay, so now we're back to the dashboard that shows off each of the neighborhoods. And like I said, the first one I want to take you to is your profile, because it's pretty important. This houses your phone number, your address. Before I get in there, let me just explain how Elements Local, how our software works. Our software takes features that you can control and pushes them throughout your live site. So when you're looking at this page right here, in fact, this is the home page, there are certain things that you can control in one area that will push down to every place that this profile tag, as we call it, is housed on the back end in the code of your site. We also have something called content blocks. We'll talk about that when we get to the your website section. But our software uses profile tags and gives you the ability to change them in one place, and they'll push throughout your site. For instance, let me show you exactly what I mean. You have your edit your profile. This is going to get you this edit your profile link right here under your profile. This will get you to the place that houses all the profile information that you can, as a franchisee, control, that you can edit. So I want to get in there, and I want to show you exactly what that is. And it pulls up. Okay, it pulls up for you guys. Two sections. One's called Global Franchisee Information, and one's called Settings for for your account, basically. So the settings are something that you can control as well. For instance, we have guest hours here, guest hours there. You've got address, club ID. What I want to do is I want to show you how to edit these. I've had a couple questions already come in the last week or two. Their address has changed, or their phone number has changed. Well, how do they change that and get it pushed down to their site? So if you allow me, I want to show you for about 2 or 3 minutes here exactly what you need to do. And then we can go through some of these other profiles and also show you what those exactly mean and how those work. Okay. So first of all, your phone number is here. Okay, 781-444-0001. That phone number translates to is transposed to your live site right here. This is actually not written anywhere. We don't have in the code of your individual website the numbers 781-444-0011. What we have is a profile tag that says phone number, something like that. And so, you've got other pages here. Let's go to uh, contact us. I think might have it. Okay, exactly. So contact us page right here. I'm waiting for the site to catch up. Okay, there we go. So if you see, your phone number is also listed right here. Okay, that's the same phone number that was available on the home page. So if you wanted to change your phone number and you had different software, you would have to go find wherever that phone number is listed throughout your site, and you would have to manually change it in each place. But in Elements Local, you just need to change it in one place. You just need to change it right here in phone. And I don't know if Adam is on this call, but I'm going to change his phone number right now for all of 2 minutes. So Adam, bear with me. So if you want to change your phone number, you go in and you edit that phone number. Okay. And then you come down here. After you made the change to your profile, there's a green button at the bottom that says save, and you need to hit the save button. Now, that in and of itself, let it save. I'm going to go back into edit your profile. That in and of itself does not make that change active. And the reason it doesn't is because Elements Local also our software has the ability, it's called workflow. It's the ability for corporate to approve changes that you've made to your site. For instance, I've just changed this phone number. Obviously, for our purposes, we know it's not right, but let's just assume it is. This gives corporate a chance to review before it goes live this phone number. And as long as you see, do you see this blue arrow right here? As long as you see this blue arrow in your profile, this is for your profile section now. As long as you see that blue arrow, that means your change is still under review. Okay? So if you come in here and there's a blue arrow, that means corporate has not yet approved your change. All right? So what I want to do is I'm going to go to my other screen here, and I'm going to go into the workflow section of corporate. I'm going to approve this for all of 2 minutes, Adam. So don't start hyperventilating on me or anything. I'm going to change this phone number just to show you how it gets translated onto the site. I'm going to change this phone number, and let me do that right now. And I want to show you the difference of what your profile would look like once that thing is approved. Let me just go over here, hit approve. Father, forgive me for what I have done, changing your phone number. Okay, let's go back here and refresh. By the way, anytime you want to get to the home screen of your dashboard, just hit that home icon. That'll take you right to this home screen. Now I want to go into edit your profile. All right. So now do you see where the number was 0011? It is now 0010. That means that corporate has reviewed it. They have it has saved. If corporate rejected it, that number would not have changed. It would still be 0011. But by virtue of it being different, corporate has approved it. And so once I've gone and reviewed that, I also like to go down here and just hit the green save button one more time. Okay? Just to confirm that corporate has saved it and it is the way I want it. So now I want to show you, we're going to go to the live site, and anywhere that phone number used to say 0011, now do you see what it says? Let's refresh here. I'm waiting for the screen to catch up. All right, there it is. Now you see it says 0010. And that's because we changed the profile tag. And so anywhere where there is a 001, where it was 0011, it's now 0010. Okay, it's changed it throughout the site. That's what profile tags do. Um, this is just so I don't get fired later. I'm going to change his phone number back, and I'm going to go approve it now that you've seen the magic. All right, approve, approve. I'll come back into here. Now it's 0011 again. I'm going to save it. And then I'm going to come out here and refresh just in case Adam's watching over my shoulder somewhere. All right, it's back to 0011. Let's make sure it's back to 0011 everywhere. Yes, it is. Okay. All right. So that's the nuts and bolts of editing your profile and what it can do. Now you've seen it in action. I want to go through a couple other profile tags of importance. These may be important to you or relevant to you. So I'm just going to do a quick top level look through some of these. For instance, Google Analytics code. If you'd like to track your site, we have it where your site can be tracked. We have a profile tag in the template of your pages, so that if you wanted to add your own individual Google Analytics, so let's say you have an account where you can look up Google Analytics, you put it in right there. Excuse me. You put it in right there, and it will push that to all the pages of your site, so you can track what's going on with your site. So if you don't have Google Analytics account, you should get one. Make sure you get one, because this is pretty cool stuff. You can see who's coming into your site, how often traffic is hitting. If you run a promotion, you can see, why did my visits spike. We have some SEO tools for you, some packages. This will be pretty cool stuff if you can track analytics. All right, guest hours. This is pretty cool. You got guest hours here. I think it was on the contact us page. Yeah. So you can change your guest hours right here. Remember your guest hours. Um, you can change your guest hours, right? That's going to be right here. You can change it from your profile. Okay. You can also change your member hours. I was just scrolling down to confirm that. Your member hours are here. Your guest hours are there. This is a profile tag. You do not have to go into any hard copy. You do not have to request corporate to change these for you. You can actually change these yourself. Okay. So let's go back. What was another important one that I wanted to make sure? Oh, here we go. Social header, icon, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter. I think if I remember right, was it on the homepage? Let's go back and look. Yeah, okay. Let's look at your homepage of your live site. If you see up here in the upper left-hand corner, you have some social icon buttons and an email button. You have some social icons. You can actually change these. Right now, I think by default they're set to corporate. But if you have an individual Facebook page or an individual Twitter page that you want people to be able to get to when they visit you, you can actually change that right here in the social header. Okay? So you go into Facebook, and what you need to do is, the only thing you really need to change is where it says Koko Fit Club. Oh, there, he's already changed his. So Adam's got his change right here. You need to go in and after whatever your page ID is in Facebook, after it says facebook.com, copy that and paste it into here. And that way, when a client comes in here and wants to get to your Facebook page, they click on that. I'm not logged into Facebook right now, but they click on that and they'll go to your personal store's Facebook page. Same with Twitter and LinkedIn. Okay, you need to get to the section that obviously after the path of whatever is standardized, LinkedIn.com/company whatever. Go in and replace the area that's editable there. You keep the Facebook.com, keep the LinkedIn.com, keep the Twitter.com, and just go change out Koko Needham or whatever the one is there by default. Okay. Also, your I think there was an email up here, contact email right here. That's the profile tag right there. And then highlight that. That is for if people want to email you by hitting this little button right here. That's how that one gets linked. Okay. So those are just a couple of the ones that I wanted to highlight. Obviously, there's some more here, and I think on most of them we've got little instruction here and a little explanation on what exactly all this is. Okay, as um, you can kind of click in there and see what these are. The last thing I want to show you before we leave the profile area, last thing I want to show you is you can be added to workflow notification. In other words, if you remember earlier, I showed you how to change a phone number, and then we had corporate go and approve that. And then I came in here and I saw that the blue flag was gone and that I needed to save it one more time. And well, I could be notified via an email every time corporate approves something. That way, I'm not waiting or checking my site over and over again a couple times a day just to see if they've approved it. I can have my email turned on. And so in order to do that, you turn where it says workflow notification. It's by default, it's set to off. Just turn that to on, and then you can add an email address if you wanted. For instance, I'm going to add mine real quick. I'm not going to save it, but hit the double arrow there. It'll add it. And then now, whatever email addresses are in here will get notified anytime workflow approval has happened. Okay, and that'll be not just for profile, but the next thing I'm getting ready to show you that may be pretty nifty for you guys to use for the section we're getting ready to go into. So I just wanted to show that real quick. All right, let's go back to the home page again. To get to the dashboard, just select the home icon up there. Because the next place I want to take you to after we leave the profile area. So this is the first neighborhood. Go into this neighborhood, turn on this street as soon as you get into your dashboard. All right. Next neighborhood I want to take you to is called the Your Website section. Your Website section. This is an area where there's either whole pages or parts of a page that you can edit. Now, our software is built with the capability of giving franchisors permission to allow their franchisees to control as much or as little content as they want. And right now, corporate has decided to allow you to also edit your testimonials pages. And I'm gonna show you exactly what that means, what that's like. In the future, there may be additional pages that are created or that you have access to. And if that's true, it would be in this Your Website section. These are specific pages where your profile can affect wherever that profile tag is placed throughout your site. This area, your website, these are specific pages, specific areas. Okay. So that's kind of the difference in your profile and your website. And then even on your website, on these pages, I said there's neighborhoods. This is a neighborhood. Well, what our software does is it gives you the ability to edit a street in that neighborhood without burning the whole city down. In other words, you can be pretty confident that when you get into this section and on any of these pages, you can make changes that are not going to wreck your site or take your site down. Okay, you never have to be worried about um, destroying the website. We've got that safeguarded. Okay, so you have access to certain sections, certain blocks, streets of the neighborhood without having access to everything. Okay, so the one that I really want to show you is testimonials. This Nova landing, I think that's a test page that corporate's working on for some landing page purposes. So we're not really going to look at that. Member login is a link. Wherever you see that arrow, basically don't click that. That's not a page. It's just a link. And by virtue of the software, we have to make it available to you to be able to click into. But just ignore that. The one I want you to focus on is testimonials. And so what we're going to do right now is we're going to go into testimonials. We're going to see exactly what this entails. All right. So I am in. It's pulling up right now. There we go. It's still loading. All right. So we are in. This is our editor for our pages of any website that you control. By the way, let's go to the testimonials page on this for this particular franchisee, because you'll see as it loads here. Come on, come on, come on. Sorry, it's there we go. I'm a couple seconds ahead of you. There we go. You'll see there's information loaded on this testimonials page. Obviously, there's headers, there's a navigational area, there's pre-recorded, the templated testimonials that are pushed down to everybody's sites. Okay, these testimonials that you're seeing that I'm scrolling through that you're getting ready to see. It's still taking a second to catch up. Um, these are on every franchisee's website. This testimonial section. I'm going to wait because it looks like, yeah, all right, there we go. Now it's scrolling. All right. But if we go back to the dashboard and we go back to the section of the testimonials area that you have access to, I'm going to show you that. I'm going to toggle back there for a minute. Okay. You see there's nothing there. It's blank. It's blank because this little trick right here, content block 1. Content block 1. We've given, remember I said this was a neighborhood and we give you access to certain blocks or streets. This is the street that you have access to. This is the block that you can walk on and that you can make some changes to. Without, you're not going to destroy, you're not going to burn down the city or the neighborhood. You only have access to this one area, this one block. And what you can do here is you can create testimonials that will get added to this live site. Let's go back over here. Okay, you can create testimonials, and in fact, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to create just a sample one, and show you the process, because there's a little bit of a process here, not just creating it but getting it sent to corporate. This is also submitted through workflow, so how to get it through corporate, the best way to do that, and then also how to get it active on your site. All right. So first of all, if you have testimonials, there's a couple different directions you can go. I'm going to show you how to do it with adding a picture and then some text, because I think that's going to be the best way to do it. So this green button right here, this green icon, this is your insert image button. You want to click that to be able to upload an image, and it's going to bring you up to the image editor. Okay. In fact, I've already done one, but let's go to this. It's going to bring you to this, really, library images. Okay. Now, if you want to upload an image, there's a couple things you can do. You can create a folder. Let's say you wanted to create a testimonials folder. In fact, let's do that. Let's do that. You don't need to select a template, but testimonials. Okay. I'm going to create that. Now I have this new folder in here telling me this is for my testimonials page. Now I want to upload an image. So I'm going to go to this upload, this plus button up here to do it. Okay, and I'm going to hit the uploader, and I'm going to choose a file to upload. I've got one of my heroes on here. Glad this guy's vouched for my fitness club. I'll choose him. All right, and I'm going to hit the upload button. I'll get a notification, upload successful. If, let's say, the image you were trying to upload was too large or it was the wrong format, you would get an error message here. So upload successful, that's what I want to see. Okay, now you see the image right there. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go into here and I'm going to hit insert. Now, I can also edit, if I wanted to edit this before I insert, why don't I just show you? In case you want to crop the image, or if it's rotated and you want to do something different with it, you can come in here and you can crop, you can resize it, you could set the width to something and the height, all that fun stuff. But for my purposes today, this is good enough. This good looking guy, I don't want to make him any bigger. Make people start swooning. Okay, so I'm going to go to hit insert right here. That's going to put my image right there. Okay. Then I'm going to type in, let's say I have this pre-recorded or I've got some sort of message from him. Had a great time working out my manly physique. Nerds rule at Koko Fit Club Needham. I don't know. Give him a break. He doesn't get out much. All right. And then I'm going to do Bill G, Seattle, Washington. Okay. Do something like that. I mean, you could spice this up. You can do whatever you want. A couple different options you have here. You can edit the text. You can make it a different, if you want it to be different, you want it to really stand out, be a heading 1. You can have the pair, have it be that. You could change the color of it for whatever reason. I don't think you want to do that though. Make it bold. If I was going to do that, I would do like something like this. I'd make the name bold. Maybe the area italicized. Use a little tally. There's all sorts of tools that you can do here. Somebody may be wondering, well, how do I change, this? I don't want it to be up here. To do that, you come to the image and you hit insert, edit image, and then you get some options here. Here's an image description, so you can do an SEO friendly description. So you can do something like Koko. Let's do something like Fitness Club Needham. Koko Fit Club. Title: Bill G gets his workout on at Koko. All right. Update that. Then you can do appearance. So let's say I want my text to be in a different place. I want my text to be, let's go to the top. Why not? Straight to the top. Okay. Then you hit update. See how it moved my text up there. Do the same here if I wanted. But I think you get the gist. This is the editor. You can play around with this. But what I really want to show you is how to save this, how to get it pushed out to through the approval process, and then what it looks like on the live site. Okay, so for now, I'm going to say, by the way, just in case, right here I put Nerds Rule at Koko Fit Club Needham. If I wanted that to be a profile tag, just in case I ever want to change my club name, I can come into here to this yellow star, and I can go find the profile tag, and I'm going to do company display name. Okay. I'm going to hit insert, and you see how it added this profile tag here? It will not show the words company display name when it goes live. It'll replace it with whatever I've decided the company display name needs to be, which I think right now is Koko Fit Club of Needham. Okay, so now I want to save this. By the way, you have 2 save buttons. This save will allow you to keep making changes. This save should take you back to the dashboard, which is what it's doing. Okay. Now you noticed earlier it was active and view. Now I'm in the edit process. That still means it's not passed off to corporate yet. I still have control of this in case I want to make any more changes or in case I want to view what it's going to look like. In fact, I'm going to do that. Here it is. Looks like he's jazz hands there, huh? Looks like he's working out. Must have some good music going on in the Koko Fit Club in Needham. So this is where it gets placed. Let's say, I want that to be middle text instead of the top Yeah, I'm gonna change something. I'm gonna go edit that. To edit it back, you just go back to click where you were. Come back here. Let's add, let's make that middle text. Appearance, let's go to middle. Yeah, let's do that. Why not? And then I'm in here, I'm go, wow, I got SEO. You see these tabs up here? You got an SEO tab. So you can add keywords to this particular testimonials page. Okay? You already have um, a window title right here, testimonials, and then Koko display name. So Koko Fit Club, need them. But if I wanted to add something like workout or um, gym, fitness club, something like that, reviews, I have some options here. We have a meta description already put in, but you can add to that if you'd like, or you can replace it. Okay, and I'm going to save. Now I've made some SEO options for this page. Okay. This show and nav. Um, we'll come back to that if we have time. Let's see, 9:40. This show and nav is if you want. Well, I'll just go back here. This testimonials right here. If you want that, oh, I'm ahead of you guys again. Hold on a second. There we go. If you want this to stay here, up here, you click show and nav. If for whatever reason you didn't want testimonials or you didn't want this page to show up, you would go back and you would unclick show and nav, and then it would stop showing up there. But for now, it's there. That's good. Okay, so let's get out of here. Go to my home page. Okay. Now let's view again with my new changes. Oh, it didn't save. Go back here one more time. Went too fast. Update. Save. Let this save. Go back out to the dashboard. View it one more time. Measure twice, cut once. All right. All right. Good enough for government work. Okay. So now it's still an edit stage. I'm not done anything. I need to request it. But before I request it, here is what I like to encourage franchisees to do. Go into this notes section. You see this right here where it says notes. And go add a note so corporate knows exactly what you changed. Dear corporate person in charge of approving things, I added my hero who gave us a great review. Added an image and the review to the testimonials page. Whatever you can do to make it easier for corporate to go in and find out exactly what you changed, and hit add note. Okay. Now you have that in your notes section. In fact, you can check it if you want. All right. Now to get it to corporate, you need to go hit this right here. So I wasn't active. Now I'm in edit. Now I need to go hit request. Okay, request. Now I went from active to edit. Now I'm in queue. I'm in queue. That means it's over in corporate's hands. They are the ones right now looking at this. I'm going to come in. I'm going to add a note. That guy is alive. Okay. All right. I'm going to approve. Approve. Okay. And I'm going to come back here and I'm going to refresh. So I was in queue. Now corporate has gone and approved this. All right. So now I've gone from active to edit to queue to now I'm at the approved stage. But it's not active. There's a difference. That's because I need to go into activate. Before I do that, I'm going to go into notes just to see if corporate had anything to say. This is what corporate told me. That guy is your hero. Get a life. Okay, but they still approved it. All right. So now I can do a couple things. I can go activate it and I can either schedule it. Let's say I didn't want this testimonial to hit for a week. Bill Gates was coming out to the Northeast to look at all the winter storms or do something, or he's a Red Sox fan, or he wanted some good chowder, or I don't know why, but he's out there, and you want to unveil when he hits his review. You can activate this by going in the schedule and telling it when to go active. It'll go active midnight of whatever day you decided. But I'm so proud of this review. I want it to go active now. So I need to take it and I need to activate it. Okay. Now I have an active testimonial. You see how it went to active? So I'm going to go out here. Refresh. Okay. Now that I've been through that entire process, here he is. Okay. Obviously, we can go back and we can tweak this and make some more changes if you want. But for now, and remember where I put the company display name profile tag? There it is. Koko Fit Club of Needham. It brought it through. Okay. So that is, in a nutshell, the two big heavy hitters neighborhoods. You got your profile, you got your website. That's how you can go and make some changes. You saw how you could do some SEO work on the testimonials page, um, how you can change phone number and hours and social media icons. The last thing I want to show you today on the fundamental training is this leads manager, because it's pretty cool. Your leads that are coming in, by the way, your leads are coming in a couple places. If I remember right, I think you got Try Koko Free. Yep. Okay. You got that here. So whenever somebody hits submit, all right, that's a lead. And then is there a contact? They want to contact us, if I remember right. Let's see. Yeah. Another one right here at contact us, where you can hit submit. And what happens when those leads come in is they automatically immediately get routed right here to your leads manager area. This up here, the upper right hand corner, this is just kind of a quick snapshot of here are the leads that you've gotten in the last, I think it's this month, if I remember right, or the last 30 days or something is how it's set right now. But here are 16 hot leads that have just come in recently. And then you have this leads manager here that gives you 6 columns of kind of quick, if you want to call them real quick, or contact these people. Gives you their name, and you can see phone number, their email address if you want to reach out to them, and then what form they filled out, the type of form. The contact us form is this one, okay, and the try free form is on the Try Koko Free page. Status. What does status mean? Well, status means if you've not done anything with this lead at the leads manager, then it's on a pending. But if you've contacted them, you can reach out. You could go and you can change it to contact and hit OK, or you could change it to hidden. Let's say this person, they all they ever want is they want to try free every month. They wanted to try free. You let them try free. They want to try free the next month. This is all they're doing. Well, you want to hide them because they're not a real lead, or they don't want to reach out to them anymore. You can switch that to hidden. All right. So you're getting leads coming in through your leads manager. You're also, if you have an email address, on file, which you do, your lead email is getting an email whenever a lead comes in. So whenever somebody hits submit, you're getting something that should say along the lines of another lead, another person has filled out the try free form at Koko Fit Club Needham. Here's their information, and you get an email with that. So you should get it two ways. You should either get you should get an email, and then you have this leads manager. But the leads manager goes one step further, because we know this is just a quick look. This is just an overview. But you've got more information than just these 6 basic things here. There's a comment section and there's other things. So you can actually go and you can download your leads. Okay. Just hit the download leads button, and then you can go sort by if you want all the leads in the last month. So you would just go, do something like that. Any February leads. You could go to the status of what leads are that you have. They're all pending right now. That's why this is the only one that's available. But if you had some that were contacted, some that were hidden, you could do that. You could do year to date. You can do it. You could set the calendar, whatever you like, and then download the leads, and then you'll get an Excel spreadsheet of your leads that'll have all the column, that'll have all the information. So comments, any other information, time you prefer a workout, things like that you've asked in other forms that are not available on the leads manager widget. Um, so it's really neat if you can download your leads. I encourage franchisees maybe once a week to go do that. If you have somebody else that has access to this site and you want to give them the ability, they can do it as well. Um, but this is just a really neat tool, and I just always encourage people to get in here and just kind of check their leads out, make sure they're staying on top of that. So those are in a nutshell the 3 neighborhoods that I'd like to show off when somebody moves in and to the city. And so now that you're here, there will be additional areas that we're going to show you, additional features, especially for those that have the enhanced and premier packages. We're going to show you the advanced social media manager. We're going to show you email marketing, the review manager here in the next couple weeks and months. That all that stuff is coming out. And additionally, if you have more than one club, we can group your clubs together if you own multiple locations, so that you only have one login. You can use the same login and toggle back and forth. So if that is you, and you would like something like that, please let corporate know, and I'll get with them, and we'll make sure we get all your sites on the same same account. But I know we're running against the clock here. I was hoping to have some time left over for some questions. I don't think I really do. I have to get off of here in the next minute or two to turn this webinar time over to my next training. But certainly get in here, look at the very first thing you get when you have your username and password. Go look at your profile. Make sure your phone number is correct. Make sure your address is correct. Go change your social media icon to your personal page if it's set to corporate. And feel free. There's workflows on for a reason. You're not going to break your site. Corporate's going to review everything. We're going to help you. We want you to feel really comfortable with this, and especially as we begin to release new features and add new pages that you have access to, maybe some customized content, some things like that you're going to be able to do. Where the sky is the limit with this site, but it's going to be you understanding what to do and then implementing it, to which you're going to see over the next couple weeks and months. So again, excited for this opportunity. Thank you guys for coming. I will try to post this recording by this weekend. By the way, the recording will be available. There will be an announcement section on your dashboard. It's not here right now because we have no announcements. There will be an announcement section. That's where I plan on putting the webinar, the recorded webinar. So at any rate, if you have any questions, I tell you what, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put out my email address, and you can email me, and it'll have my contact information once I email you back, so we can call, we can talk and chat, and I would love to meet with you one-on-one. My email address is cjordan@elementslocal.com. In fact, I'm going to put it in the chat window right here, cjordan@elementslocal.com. feel free. I want you to feel comfortable. Feel free to reach out, and I'm passionate about making sure people understand what they have, the tools they have, and utilizing them appropriately. So again, thank you so much for being here. Check email me, and then check out the webinar when we're able to post it online on your dashboard right here. Thank you so much for being here today, guys. Have a great weekend.